Hi everybody, this is Jessica from Pug Stitches Knits, and I'm here today to show you the purl stitch. Other videos show you the knit stitch and how to cast on. I've already cast on, and so this is just going to be the purl. And the purl is basically the opposite of a knit, and most of it is just the reverse of a knit, except for a couple parts, and we'll go over that as we go. So first things first, we're just going to either grab our yarn, tension it by going under and around with our index finger, tension it by going from the front in between our pinky and ring finger around the pinky and under. That's how I do it. And then grabbing our needle. Now when we knit, the yarn was in back and the needle was in back, right? So now we're going to purl. So I need to bring that needle behind the yarn. So the yarn is in front. And again, this is always trickier on the first stitch. After you get the first stitch done, it's easier. So my yarn is in front of my right hand needle. And I'm going to come in just catching that single loop from the right top side now. And my right needle is now in front. So my yarn and needle are both in front. When I knit, my right needle and yarn were both in back. Now, the thing that is the same is we always wrap the same way when we knit. So we always wrap, if we're looking from the top, counterclockwise. So I'm going to go back around my needle and around from right to left. And now I'm going to come down and through with that needle. And then I have the new stitch on my right needle, so I can slide the old stitch off my left needle. Now same thing, yarn in front of the right hand needle in front of the work. And I'm going to slide in this way. Wrap around. This way I'm going in between and behind. But it's still wrapping the same way I did when I knit. I'm coming down and back through. I have my new stitch on the right hand needle. I'm going to slide that off there. And this is a purl again. So we're going to come in this way. Needle in front, yarn in front of the needle. Wrapping around behind from right to left. I bring my needle down and back. I have the new stitch here. Old stitch can slip off. Wrap around, down and through. New stitch on, old stitch comes off. Come in, front, wrap around the way I always wrap around. Comes back the way it came out. There's the new needle. I'm sorry, the new stitch. It slides off the old stitch. Just as I go, and make sure that when you're done, you always have that finished stitch on the fat part of the needle, because we want to make sure the stitch isn't too tight. It's okay to work on the tips of the needle as we're working, but when we're done, we want to make sure that that stitch is all the way on the fat part of the needle before we start the next stitch, so that they'll all be the correct size, not too tight for you, which you'll find out on the next row if you do that. Around and over and down. Around, through, and off. So we go in, around, back out the way we came in, and then slide off. We go in, around, back out the way we came in, and slide off. We go in, around, back out the way we came in, and slide off. In, everything in front, around, come out the way we came in, and slide off. In, around, slide off. And around, slide off. And I always tell my beginners to count their stitches each time to make sure they're not getting an extra stitch anywhere. So I had 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, and I still do, so that's great. So there you go. That's all there is to the purl stitch. If you have any questions, let me know below. My name is Jessica from Pug Stitches. You can find me on social media at Pug Stitches Knits and on Ravelry as well. Take care. Bye-bye.